Hello and welcome to episode 10 of our Timberborn update for hard mode Let's Play with the Iron Teeth faction. Last time around we continued building across the lake and improved a few other things. Built some more industrial capacity up here and continued trying to get all the way across the map. Of course we didn't completely finish. And one of the most commented things that I missed was this little piece of path right here. Did not put that in last time, so there you go. That's done. So they're going to keep building the rest of this staircase, and we're going to keep working our way over here to try and dam this up before the end of this drought. We currently have about 18 days left. And if we can get a levee system done in time, then this should start filling up a whole lot more. Gradually, over the course of a couple of temperate cycles, it should get all the way to the top. But that is a kind of a long-term goal. More achievable we can focus on today is turning this central area into its own district and kind of stabilizing the rest of this stuff, because we're spread pretty far out. And especially the beavers that live here have to go all the way down here to get food. So we're going to be fixing that. We have a couple of different things that we can keep adding. And as soon as these trees are kind of removed here, we can build a whole bunch more storage. And this becomes a very viable area all by itself. And that's just better for everybody involved. Other things we're going to take a look at today include getting some more water storage over here in the main colony area. We're going to maybe, if we have some time, come in underneath these water wheels and backfill this with a whole bunch of these levees. Probably going to have to disassemble the wheels. Oh well, they don't really do anything anyway, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. But theoretically, backfilling under these at least a little bit should help the water flow be a little bit more direct, instead of just kind of pooling down there. We have all these power shafts right here. We really don't need these anymore because we have this thing running entirely off of this one engine, which is fine because it outputs just as much power as the carousel consumes. So this can go away. We can have another row of soybeans if we wanted to, because all of this is connected on the other side here. That is A-OK. And then we also, thanks to suggestions, are going to be able to build some aesthetic stuff over here on these levees. So any beavers that are harvesting crops or coming in to fill the water dumps will have the opportunity to get a little bit more of a bonus, which is, you know, always good for that well-being indicator. And then let's see what else. Got a lot of great comments on last video telling me about stuff that I missed or that I should think about fixing. Oh, that's right, medicine storage. Because we had this whole area over here while I struggled to figure out that I had a path placed down. It was going to be a problem. But we need medicine storage, and we have... Where did I move that? Where did I move that to? I actually don't remember. Oh, duh, it's right here. So what we'll do is we'll change these to be medicine. And these can stay as canola oil. It's not filling up anyway, so that's fine. But for right now, let's go ahead, since these are all connected nicely anyway, let's go ahead and just remove all that right there, and we can just replant this as some more soybeans if I can ever figure out where soybeans actually go. And there they go. And again, we're fine on food, but as we continue growing our colony, and as especially we start having more districts, food production is going to take a little bit of a hit in terms of storage capacity, because we're going to be shipping this all over the place. So I think we're probably on the right track for that. Let's see, in terms of everything else, you'll notice right now we don't have any extra beavers, but we will, because this is just going to keep on growing. As long as I replace the breeding pod, yeah, we just put that back in. They're going to get to it eventually, but once they do, then our numbers should start going back up a little bit. We're going to need some more builders. So what we're going to do is we're going to have these builders' huts. I'm going to put a couple more in. And then we're going to have them set to a lower priority like this one right here, so that it's not going to take anybody away from any other jobs, but if we have extra beavers, they can go to work building. And that's just better for everybody involved. You'll also notice up here, I need to get this back up. We have a bunch of these gravity batteries queued up, and that's really going to help us during these droughts because, of course, we're not getting any power here. Why would we? The water wheels aren't turning. So no surprises there. So while we are over here, everything is looking, pretty okay. Got a big old thing of coffee. We got a medium tank of water. We could really use a big tank, which of course we can now build because we have the metal blocks. And we actually are about to have 30, but they keep putting them in here. Try and build these gravity batteries. So those are all going to be pretty much higher priority than most of this stuff. So let's go ahead and send the rest of these down to lower priority so we don't lose all of our metal. I'll let them finish building the one they already have started, of course. But we need to find a spot to put in a large water tank. And there's not a lot of really great places to do it. I guess I could do this. Kind of not a great spot, if we're being completely honest. I think that would be better served by putting inventor huts in. Although at this point, there's not really... Okay, we have a couple things that are a lot of science points. But I don't really have a great spot to put any more of these tanks in, especially not a huge one. Unless I were to go... Oh, I forgot we had all this dynamite here. Beautiful. Looking good. We have 70 of that left. Can I put another row of this down? I sure can. Excellent. This is just the continual thing here, just to blast this down as far as it goes so we can have the maximum power possible. You know what? I think we could use some tanks up here, too. I had completely forgotten about that. We can actually put one of those if I have the door in the right spot. Yeah, we can put one of those right there. Set that to be water. And then, see, it's too bad I can't just put a big tank here because of how this stuff is all set up. I don't really have anywhere else to put what is here unless... No, that probably wouldn't work because I have a space here I could put a medium tank, but then I could just have to put another medium tank in where this goes. So if anything, we should probably just put another medium tank here. And have this be... Actually, this one should be the coffee. But we haven't built it yet, so we'll let them finish that. Of course, I'm going to put in another builder's hut because, we can always use one of those. This is looking good. This is gradually filling with coffee. I just have to decide where I want the boundary to be on this new district here. So if we put it right here, then it's all this is right inside. If we put it a little bit further out, we have more room for storage, but we could also just put storage over here right next to the barracks, which, probably makes a little more sense because that's where the beavers will come out in the morning to go and grab their snacks. But the liquids are already here, so I'm kind of thinking we want to put them right here. That's probably the best spot. Are these triples? No, they're doubles. I can't ever remember. I swear. Alright, so if I do... I think this is going to be what we want. To put in a bunch of these medium warehouses just like that. Now remember, this is going to take a really, really long time for them to build all this. So we might not see the actual benefits of this until later on in the episode. Maybe all the way toward the end. But it is important to at least start getting this stuff put in before it's too late. Now, in terms of food-wise, we have different rations. We got berries. I'm not bringing berries over here. Let's see. We got algae rations. We're going to have corn rations. We're going to have eggplant rations. And then all this other food. Fermented mushrooms. Yeah, there we go. And then we can just have this keep going out to the side. Because we also want to leave this space open over here so we can have more of these things. So we have actually, at minimum, this is going to be another 2 right here, plus 3 for a path. So if we're able to do that, depending on how these pumps are going to go in, okay, they'll just fit in exactly like that. Well, it's a start. It's definitely not a perfect setup, but when have I ever built a perfect setup just to be a little brutally honest with myself here. So I'll put in a couple of these right there, and then of course once that's finished, District Crossing will go right on top. And then we can keep going. Hopefully this auto balances it's supposed to, which would be really, really nice. Look how far these guys have to go to get to work. That's not a fun commute. We can do better than that. So let's turn on turbo mode, get this thing going. 10 minutes into the video, finally. But yeah, they finished right here. And I think, let's take a second here. This backside right here, we don't have to dam up because the water can't flow backwards over the source block, which is honestly a good thing. This is going to be our biggest initial challenge right here, is to get across this. The depth isn't really an issue, but the depth over here can actually be solved by just continuing to build this up. Block off this entire thing at once. So we take care of that. Then we can build... This is just so narrow right here. This is too wide for most of this. TWO, not TOO. Too wide. Then we can just block this off. That'll be nice and easy. Now, unfortunately, I guess maybe fortunately, the water is still high enough to spill over this. So when we get rid of this, we're going to lose a whole lot of water. Unfortunately, we don't have any other way to get rid of it. So for now, while this kind of evaporates a little bit or gets pumped out, let's focus on getting over here and getting this dammed up. We can actually go ahead and put the levees in beforehand. Just pick the most convenient, narrowest point, which is going to be right there. Well, narrowest is a general term. Maybe we want to move... Yeah, okay, I was wrong. We want to move one more back. Alright, if that wasn't enough of an obnoxious sound, then I don't know what to tell you. There we go. Now that is going to be perfect. Maximum height. It can't go any higher than this. All we have to do now is get... Oh, man, look at this. I'm disoriented. Sheesh. Okay. Got our pathway here. This is the exact same height we need to be. This is a long way to traverse on platforms. It's going to take a long time to build those. But I don't know if the stairs are the best answer, to be completely honest with you. I'm just not thoroughly convinced. But I think that's going to be the easiest and quickest option. Yes, we'll just do that. Especially now that district limits mean literally nothing. That is A-okay. We just have to make sure they don't build the very top of this first. So let's just mark all of these, and then we'll unmark the top as a priority. In fact, we can just straight up pause. Yeah, we can just pause the top. That's probably the smart thing to do. Well, we don't have to pause all of the top. That would be probably wise. Yep, just mark all of these. Sorry, literally every other construction here, with the exception of, notably, these four right here. Because don't forget, the crossing will hold a small stock. We just want to get this put in place. We can put the crossing in place, and that will be all good to go. And these guys can live their best lives, do whatever it is they want to do. We also have to put a district center over here, which I probably should have thought about beforehand. We'll be fine. All right, so this is all done. So what we're going to do, we're going to set this to coffee. We're going to set this to empty. So that should immediately... There they go. Look how fast that fills up. Beautiful. And now this can become a water storage. There we go. That's nice and clean. Again, the reason we're doing this is because we're about to cut off all of these pumps right here from direct access. So we want to make sure these are filled up, although I'm really not worried about it because there are still pumps over here. They're just not the most useful things. Well, when this is cut off. Alright, so that is complete. So here's what we're going to do. We gotta wait for these beavers to stop walking through here. Or do we? Alright, let's... Wow, look how angry red this is. Alright, let's put a district crossing right there. Oh, they have to build this? Of course they do. I wonder if they can actually get back behind this. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Yeah, make that super top priority. They should be able to take care of that. At any rate, we need to... yeah, we need to get some more action going over here in terms of district center construction. Yeah, I definitely should have put that over there. But if we put it on this side, then that's going to give us a little bit closer distance over here. Not that it matters, because again, the district center is location. It really isn't that important, but we'll put that there anyway. These poor beavers have nowhere to sleep. Okay, so they're getting here, working hard. We just need more planks. Okay, good. We do have planks. I was a little worried there for a second. All right, come finish this thing up. Let's go. All right, so that's all done. Building must be connected to 2 districts. Is it, oh, because this isn't built yet. Okay, all right. I may have committed a blunder here. Can I pause this? No, that's not going to reconnect them. Oh, that's annoying, because they're not going to have any, oh, no, they're not going to be able to build this. Or maybe they can. Let's find out. They can still walk through. Okay, this is a thing of beauty. This is the best update ever. Oh my god. Staging construction materials was the worst thing. Man, if they fixed that, then we're in really good shape here. We just have to get these things built. I don't know if they're going to be able to actually reach this far. But if they can, that's going to be great. How's our water level looking over here? Are we still... I think this might be low enough. No. Okay, no. We have a full quarter of a block to get down before we can safely turn that into something else. Yeah. So we'll leave that be for now. But getting this started would be huge. You know, once they can actually get here, which they currently can't. But they are building from below, which is, I guess I should have expected. Can they get to the second level? No, they can't. Huh. Alright. So I guess I am going to have to get rid of this if they're only building this bottom part. Alright. Well, I guess it was a valiant effort. We will rebuild. We're going to have to. I guess I'd have to get rid of that. Even though it's not physically there, the game gets kind of angry. Okay. There we go. So that is going to be here. Let's connect all this up. It's algae rations, eggplant rations, corn rations. This one, of course, is going to be fermented mushrooms. So this can actually get filled up while they're building where the district center is going to go. So, you know, happy accidents. A little bit of Bob Ross energy there. I just realized they probably could have still built this And I was clicking on the outside one. Of course they can't reach that because it has to be able to stand on here. Oh well. They'll still get it done. And it'll be nice to have that. Alright, so we have beavers coming over here to build stairs. Yes. Yes. Build the stairs. Continue. I don't think we're going to have enough logs to really do most of this. This is kind of far away over here for all these oak trees. You know, I got in trouble with some of you guys last time for doing this way. But we're going to fix that. Because I'm going to put in, if I can remember a good spot to actually stick anything over here. I don't think there is one, come to think of it. Well, I tried. I was going to forward some logs over here while we were in the process of waiting. I guess I still can. I just need to put in a thing right there. Yeah, let's have that set to log storage. Obtain goods from other warehouses. Yep, there we go. Yeah, get that thing. Because if they can just send logs here, then our builders just have to go... That'll be super easy. Nice and easy. Alright, that's just about done. Looks like a lot of this is just about done. They're even putting food here. So that is very good news. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of those right there. We're going to put our district crossing back in. And we're going to put our district center back in. And they just have to build this thing. Which they shouldn't have a problem doing because there's rebel on either side that hopefully now they can actually take care of. I guess there's nobody living in this district, huh? Do I have to manually migrate them? I guess I do. District 2. I appreciate that it still says District 2, even though this is the second time we've rebuilt this. Okay. We need at least 10. I'm just going to go for, say, 16 beavers in this district because we have to be able to operate the pumps and operate the district center itself. And the district crossing. Manage distribution. Oh boy, this is a new screen I've not seen before. Okay. Import if needed, import if needed. Import always. So I guess food is set to import always. Everything else is set to import as needed. Okay, logs and water. Okay, that makes sense. I guess it's only going to import stuff that it actually needs. That's kind of smart. If this is completely automated, then this is the best update Timberborn has ever had. I am not afraid to say that. Oh, wow. I didn't even know it was 2 Okay. This is amazing. Mechanistry, you have solved all of my hatred for districts with this. Amazing job. Well done. Just importing all that on that side, and this side just exporting water. That is beautiful. My God, it's a masterpiece. Alright, so how about 20 beavers over here? Got 4 there. We have 2 extras. They have different size. This is per... Oh. Excuse me while I have a moment here. That is absolutely glorious. Oh, this is so much better. This is so much better. Look at these guys go. Look at them go. Building the stairs. Building more stairs. You're going to put these platform in and then bring these logs. We're going to have a great efficient construction of this little levee here. Oh, man. Oh, we're having a great day today, friends. This is a thing of beauty. Now, is this low enough to, I think it is. Yes. Now, the bad thing is I'm going to have to build a whole bunch of scaffolding to get up here. It's kind of an awkward angle, too. We're not losing any water spilling over the top, right? Good. Because all of this has to become Oh, put it all on the side, huh? Yikes. Well, I hope they can reach down that far. It's gonna be awkward if they can't. 75 logs. Because this has to go... Man, this has to go all the way up. This has to go all the way up. I guess that's not really that big of a deal. Could always be worse. Hey, come to think of it, maybe it wasn't the best idea to just have this go completely all the way across here. Well, it's really unlikely this even gets this far anyway. At least today. We're already almost half an hour in. I really don't think they're going to be doing this. Really don't think it's happening. But what we can do... Look at this. Okay, what is this saying? Can't obtain goods... Oh, we don't have a hauling post. Okay. But it still has logs in it. How? How does this have logs in it if they say they can't obtain goods? Or maybe I just set it as a regular storage and they'll just stick them in here? That has to be how that works, right? Okay, well, they're taking that out at least. Anyone going to come drop off some logs? Yes, okay, good. Problem solved. No hauling post needed. Alright, so if we're going to do that, I want to put the next one, which I kind of can't build until this is done. I'm going to put the next set right, I think this spot right here. Which I guess we could actually just kind of set up like that. And that, of course, is going to have to go all the way across. Although having it go that high probably isn't the worst thing ever. Oh, I forgot there was a thing at the bottom there. I think if we built a path over here, it's going to be really kind of dumb and circuitous, but you know what they say, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. Well, this is admittedly pretty stupid, but they can still go that way, so I think we'll be okay. And oh, I can make suspension bridges. I always forget about those. I always want to think of that as something that's not in the not in the base game. But if that's at the same level, which it is, then we can go across. We are going to have to build eventually higher than this, but we're not there just yet. So let's take that out, and then where are the? Okay, they're literally right here, and I'm just nuts. All right, 3x1 suspension bridge. I guess that's probably, yeah, that's the most logical thing to do. I mean, it's a linear scale in terms of bridge length, so we just have to have one that's kind of off-sided, a little ugly. That's okay. Yeah, look at this. Oh, we're cooking with gas now, friends. Look at this. Looking nice. Got a 3x, and then we'll cross over to a 2x here. And then... Yes. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Although this is going to get a little awkward when I have to build underneath, so we'll have to get rid of that properly here. Okay, so... Well, it's going to be enough of an ordeal just to get this whole thing built up. But as soon as we're done down here, I can actually start disassembling this, which we won't ever need again. And then we can fill this in. Well, it's going to take them a while to build all this anyway. They have this whole thing to take care of. And this is going to go a whole lot faster if we have more builders' huts, which we can put on the dry land over here. We don't have to build stilts for it. So let's see. What if I were to put right there and right there? Just put a couple of those. Actually mark those as super high priority, because we can have up to 32 beavers over here. So if we have That's set to 30. Well, we can have more than 32. We just only have housing for, well, 32 of them. So once that's in place, we can employ a bunch of beavers at these builders' huts, which would be super, super nice. Ah, yes. I have neglected the mangrove trees. I thought it wasn't going to be an issue. Oh, I guess they've been building these after all, which is fine. All right. Can I squeeze another layer of dynamite in before this gets to be, I think I did, yeah. Cool. So this is actually helpful having these up here, even though we should... Oh no, they'll recharge overnight. They're going up ever so slowly. That's right, I was fixing these. We still have 4 days left, so I guess we don't... No water. Oh, this says no available workers. Sheesh. Well, it seems, in my misplaced zeal, we have gutted the workforce of this entire district. I can't say I am surprised by that. We have 47 vacancies. Now, what we'll want to do is... Yeah, builders can go down. What else is non-essential? We definitely need farmers. The water dumps are definitely non-essential. Okay, so maybe I did make a poor choice. Let's take that back to 24, shall we? All right, let's I think we actually legitimately need 100 beavers to operate that first district. Have we started making more? It looks like we have. I goofed. That's on me. There's no possible way I could have seen this coming, says the person that absolutely 100% could have and should have seen this coming. Let's kind of evaluate just how bad off we are. I think it's really... Wow, I think it's really, all things considered, not that bad. The stuff that needs to have beavers in it has beavers in it, like the water pumping, which I guess really at this point is kind of the only super essential thing. Plus, they're going to make more beavers. If anything, we should be putting in some more of these breeding pods, which I guess we could put in both districts if we really want to get technical about it. Probably should, honestly, have in both districts. I need, I guess we can put some over here. If we can find good spots for them. Do I dare tempt fate and put a whole bunch more of these? Well, I know we can support them. It's just a matter of, do we actually need this many more? We don't need them. We'll definitely use them for sure. Alright, so they're still busy on this, which is fine. We want that to be all taken care of. There's no possible way this fills up enough for us to even really sniff the potential that this has. This is already more than enough to keep water in place. Oh, they're actually almost done with this. Alright. Hey, very cool. Very cool. So now they can come over here and do the exact same thing. I think what we're going to want to do is pause that guy and then just put some stairs here, honestly. Just to get that as best done as we can. Just pause this entire top row because you know how this tends to go. Very, very easy to get beavers stranded, and I don't have the Unstuckify mod. So let's try to avoid that, shall we? Okay, this is ripe. That's fine. It's going to die in 9 days, so I'm really not worried about that. I think we can pause these again. The rest of these are looking okay. I'll pause those just because we have not enough beavers to do the rest of this stuff. I don't want to worry about that. They're all fully stocked anyhow. So we should still be okay. These 3 builders' huts will account for 12 of these 31 unfilled jobs. The engines should automatically be unfilled, so that's another 5. So it's really not as bad as you think it is. It's just a little rough. Just a little bit. Okay, hauling posts can also be deprioritized so that can take care of other stuff. Did I even set water here? I did. They're just not getting it delivered there because, well, they don't have enough beavers. But these 4 are all cooking up some baby beavers. That needs to be turned off. Okay. So I think we've kind of mitigated all those problems. We are actually making really good progress here. That's nice to see. This is progressing as well. Just need some logs. Then they'll come across and build the other side of this once the bridge is complete. I mean, even so, they're still pretty far away after we had all our different stuff built here. It's not going to give me a distance on anything because these aren't actual buildings. But what's this? 88. Wow, really? Okay. So this is another, yeah, this is like 120, maybe 110, 120 blocks away. That's pretty far. That's pretty far. Now, if we're certain we don't need to come back down here for anything, then I think we can go ahead and get rid of this stuff. They can come collect all that. And then we can just take our pathways away, which I guess we don't really need to do. But the reason I say that is we need to dam this little section off right here pretty quick. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have enough levees going over here. But we'll take care of that pretty quick as soon as they get rid of all of this. Because the water is coming, and while it's not mission critical right now to have that blocked off, we have about another block and 2/3 worth of height before we really have to start being concerned. I hope this food thing is not because there's no food, it's just because they haven't eaten yet. Okay, good. They have 5,500 food. We're okay. We're going to be fine. We didn't get to this, though, which is annoying. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? You can't really do much. Yeah, I think we can put that back at 1.5 and be fine. I just wanted to get a little bit in here. All right, that's good. So here we are, cycle 20. Time is progressing rapidly here. We're almost done with that. Have we gotten rid of all of this? Should I really be worrying this much about a little bit of stuff? I really wish I could get these logs on the other side. I think they can. Once they build across, they can just kind of reach down and pick them up. If not, that's going to be it's going to be a little rough. Just a little bit. Then come get that, and then they can really start building this up. We'll get those stairs ripped up. And they sure did. So let's go ahead and do that. Just demolish all of that. And all of that. Do we have to take the path out? No. I just want to do it anyway. So that's fine. And that's gone. Just somebody come collect this, please. And we'll get the rest of this all filled in. Which I think someone's about to come do. There you go. Good job. And this can just go like that. All the way across. That is now on the same level as this thing over here. I think. Yes. Alright, so that is looking good. This is just about finished, and then they can go down and across. Now, we do want to be careful not to have this be too, too tall. Because we do still want water to come in. Fortunately, it can't get any taller than, say, too high because, well, the beavers can't reach that high until they build the rest of these. But it can be reached from multiple districts, so I think we'll be fine. How are we looking here? Okay, we still have 31. Man, that's a lot of beavers to die of old age at one point in time. That's kind of suspicious, don't you think? Well, we're fine either way. This is working beautifully. That is working beautifully. Absolutely no complaints. This is so much easier, so much better than having to individually schlep stuff back and forth between distribution posts. Just have it automatically bounce like this. That's the good stuff. That is what people like me have been waiting for forever. Okay, now is that... Yeah, we're going to have to be careful because if this one gets finished, I'm going to pause it. If that one gets finished, the water is going to start going all over that side, so we do have to unfortunately stop that one there. But we can continue on the rest of this, and they're actually across here. It's day 3 of the temperate season. And this one being done is actually going to be really nice. Not having to worry about that, then they can focus all of their energy over here. Now they can't get across because why? They really should be able to get to, oh, it's the path. Okay. So they should be able to do that, and then they can do that one. And then after that, I think they, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, they might not be able to reach these on the far side. But I don't think that really matters. Because they have plenty to be worrying about over here. Take care of all that. As long as we leave this one space empty, it won't overflow on the back side here. And that is, after all, what we're looking for. Make sure that balance is maintained nicely. Okay, do we have... Okay, good. We're starting to have our little beaver babies over here. I guess these already produced ones, so they're back from where they were. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit, but then we'll have a big batch of maybe 6 or 7 come in at one time. Which is exciting. And we have gravity batteries, all of them working nicely. These water wheels aren't turning at all because all of the water is going out that way. So let's give our batteries a little bit of a boost here. Turn this stuff while we have the opportunity to. Could probably stop the flow of this a little bit. I really wanted to fill this in, but it was more important to get this other side, well, more suited to where it needs to be than to take care of that, because we have plenty of power over here. We're just trying to make sure we have plenty of water dammed up over here. Kind of feel like every single one of these playthroughs I have to have a huge, ridiculous terraforming project when it comes to water. Feels like it's kind of illegal not to at this point. Seems to be working okay. Okay, not great. Not terrible. Alright, can I... Is this going up? Yes, they should be going up at night, so we are okay. Can I keep putting more down here? I can. That is wonderful. Alright, so this is now... Good, good, good. We're getting more... Oh, there's that drought warning. I was kind of afraid of that. But hey, at least this is going to be nice and full. Love to see that. But now the fun thing is going to be We don't want any water to come out of here, which it will when it reaches about this point. So we're going to have to start building another level here before the end of the drought so we can keep all this water in place. That's going to require we have an entire level of this done, which is just not going to happen. So what I think we're going to end up doing is building just this one levee. That is just about done. Excuse me. And then we'll just have to hope they get to the rest of this. Well, when it gets to be a little bit more dire, then we'll take care of that. Just unpause that because it's just about done. Won't have to worry about anything else. Can they reach this? No, they cannot. So what we'll do, put that in. Now they can reach that. There we go. So I think for right now, we want to keep that paused so they can go focus on the rest of this, because that is going to be very, very important to get all of this done. And the way I constructed this really isn't going to be doing me any favors here, but not much more I can do about that. I probably should have actually kept this lower part if I had known I wasn't going to be blocking this off. But that's fine. We're doing A-okay. Actually, come to think of it, we probably do need another outlet for this thing if the water is going to be cascading over here. We probably need to turn this into a dam or a spillway, I guess. And maybe one of these. Well, if it starts flooding, it'll be fine. I'm not really worried about it, because that water will all go away pretty quick. Well, at the very least, construction here is progressing somewhat. It's probably too late for this now to be actually, smart, but we can put in another one of these things here for them to store all sorts of logs there for this construction. We do have some stored up over here, which, is good. It's just kind of far away. These poor beavers are going to be exhausted. Okay, and this is looking fine. No complaints here. Did we put all of our stuff in? I can't see down below. It looks like we did. Okay. Now, is this going down? Yeah, it sure is. We can blow this up. I love that sound. Never going to get tired of hearing that. I can keep going? I can't believe this. That has to be the last one. There's no way. That's 26,000 without the dynamite there. It would be 28, which means I can get it down to 30,000. That's pretty good. To have 30,000 times 9. That's a lot of power reserve for not a entirely enormous industrial area. I think we could be pretty happy with that. Got 0.7 days left. I think this is going to be just full enough. Yeah, they're not going to get to the rest of that. So I guess now is fine to just unpause this, have them finish that up. We can make a little bit more water stay in here. Just as soon as somebody comes and finishes that, which they just did. So that'll have this keep a little bit more. It's not going to be quite enough. But if I did my timing correctly, it should. Actually, we need to shut the floodgate over here before I get too comfortable with myself. Yeah, we want that to stay up a little bit more, although it is still flowing out of here, but it will, for a very brief period of time, be overwhelmed by having 5 source blocks here. And this will fill up just a tiny bit more, give us a little bit more trickle coming down this way. And we'll be good to go. Now, what's our drought length looking like? 23 days. All right, we can handle that. We can handle all of this. The droughts are honestly not even challenging anymore once we get to this point of the game. And it did start flowing out of this side, but it shouldn't be doing very much more of that. It should stop in, well, Any second now. Please. There you go. There you go. Good job. Okay. So that worked out pretty well. That'll give them plenty of time to finish this. And are we accepting logs here? Any haulers going to drop some off, or we just schlepping it all the way out here? Okay, so that one doesn't have anybody in there at all. How are we looking at this district for available jobs? 30? All right. I guess that is probably fine. These should be... Well, I guess they already had another set of beavers, huh? Either that or they're just so slow that I can't keep track of what goes where. Well, so there we are. Start of another drought. Theoretically, we should probably stop this episode here, or at least pretty soon, because this is a pretty good stopping point. Nice long drought. Should be the bulk of the next episode, actually. But I'm just so curious. I am just so curious. Are these all placed in again? Alright, let's blow that up. That's a great sound. Okay, that's the bottom of the map. So, it seems we have reached the maximum depth. They're all at 30,000 horsepower hours. HPH. Humongous pillars of something that starts with H. I don't know. Used to be good at making up acronyms. But, not anymore. So this is a whole lot of reserve power. Seems to actually, not really be enough with how much stuff we're currently running. And I think we can safely deprioritize a couple of these things. Yeah. Definitely, for sure. Printing press, I think we're fine to just have that going. Beavers do like books, after all. It would be really nice if we could get at least some degree of something accomplished over here outside of, well, what we've already done. It's too bad we can't really pump out of this yet. We don't have a... Well, it's not high enough, first of all. But I also don't have the really infrastructure to make that feasible. We do still, fortunately, have all of this. That's looking good. I think for right now we're going to be fine with just having these 4 food types. I would like to expand eventually to have all of them over here, so we can get those sweet, sweet nutrition bonuses. Although these beavers are still getting some for the food we haven't imported here, which is weird. But I'm so pleased with the new district system. It is miles better, far and away completely superior in every possible way that I can think of. So, again, hats off to the Timberborn team for coming up with this solution, which is just unfathomably improved. I mean, if you've watched enough of my videos, then you're going to remember just how much I despise the old district mechanic, but this is actually good. It doesn't take away from playing the game, and it still feels like it's actually beneficial to have separate districts to keep the travel times short and distances short as well. So that's very, very good to see. Logs there. No logs here, huh? Yeah, that can supply to the other ones. So I guess they'll keep taking out of that. That's probably fine. I just want the logs to go over here so they can actually be used, which I guess means I probably need to have a hauling post. Well, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. So they're going to keep building this. This one's going way fast, actually, because of how narrow of an area it is. So I guess we can park here and watch them do this for a little bit, coming toward the end of this episode. So as always, big thanks to all of you for watching and leaving some great, great comments. Remember, I do read every single comment, and a lot of you have had some great ideas that I would not have thought to address. So if you have anything that's on your mind about the game, or any questions or anything, please feel free to drop a comment, even if it's just to say hi or whatever, because I read all of them,
Can't always respond, but I do try to get to as many as I can. And I really appreciate you being here, whether you comment or not. And obviously we didn't get to everything that we wanted to do today, but we still made some pretty good progress. We've got some stuff to get to next time. All ready to go, like putting in the levees underneath the water wheels. But again, that's just such a low priority. We're going to benefit much more from having a massive water retention area over here. And actually, come to think of it, these top three, well, we're not to the very, very top yet, because I want this to be completely up here. We're going to want these to be gates, or at least to have some gates up here. I think we can just build on top of this. We can put a set of gates. Our triple floodgates, we can unlock those. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the correct height for that. Yeah, it looks like it is. So we're fine to keep building this. We'll just probably put in 3 wide floodgates up here. Don't want to forget about that. Just want to make sure I didn't actually sabotage myself for the future by forgetting to put those in. Yeah, that is all looking great. We can do some more improvements for aesthetics, of course, like building on those water dump levees. That's just not something we had time or materials for today. But hopefully our new and improved beaver army that we're raising over there is going to be able to help us out with that. It shouldn't be too much longer before we have another 10, 20, 30 beavers that can really, really sink their teeth into that. So I'm excited to see where that goes. We'll see in the next episode of this playthrough. Probably is going to be Friday. Or Thursday, rather. I always get my days mixed up. Probably going to be Thursday. Depends on what else we have going on. We've got some exciting new stuff in the works. Other games that have not appeared on the channel. And lots of good stuff coming. So make sure you stick around. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It's absolutely free. And really, really helps out the channel to get those subscriptions, views, likes, engagement on videos and everything. We've been having a fantastic period of growth the past month, and we've actually, in case you somehow missed it already, we've launched our Discord server, which a lot of you have already joined. Getting some good conversations started in there, but it's always more fun when you have more people, so you can check the link out in the description for that. Would love to have you there. Get in on the ground floor of that, and also, of course, a big, huge thank you to our beard boosters who are here, founding 7 members already across Patreon and YouTube membership. So huge thanks to those people. Of course, I'll put their names up on the screen so we can recognize them. Of course, you can join that if you so choose. Never, ever required. I'm just happy that you're here and that you've chosen to spend a little bit of time with us today. But if you want to be a part of supporting the channel, make sure that we can continue to grow and keep those annoying, weird ads where they belong, which is not in these videos, then that goes a long way toward helping with that. And I really, really appreciate those of you who choose to support. Of course, as always, you're welcome to be here without any of that. But it's always nice to be appreciated, you know? You guys are great at that. You've always been fantastic, fantastic audience members. But that is all we have time for today. Look at this. We're really starting to get somewhere. I think we can be really happy with a lot of what we've got going on. This, of course, will continue to get better. And once this is completely full of water, it's going to be something else. I don't know. We might adjust the water source strength a little bit, because obviously, I mean, we've kind of solved the water and the food problem. But just for the sake of having a more interesting map, I might increase the strength on the water sources. Also, the developers did, and they, for whatever reason, these didn't update. I guess it's probably if you just start a new playthrough. So if we go into dev mode, these are set to, yeah, they're still set to 1. So I might try to figure out how they modified that and then just change that for the next episode. If not, we might just change it ourselves anyway, because again, there's no more challenge in water scarcity. We've solved that. But I digress. We got plenty to do, but we are out of time for this one. So again, huge thank you to all of you for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope whatever you're doing with the rest of your day, you have a fun and a safe time, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.